Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song In Cauda Venenum. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like In Cauda Venenum. Whatever. The Deer Hunter, In Cauda Venenum. So, I'm still picking the songs. You know, this does come as a request, so if you would like to request something, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. But, you know, my birthday was like last week, and for my birthday I decided, you know what, forget the randomizer. I'm picking every song. And, you know, I tried to squeeze as many of the songs that I really wanted to listen to into that one day of my birthday, but there were so many artists that I really wanted to get to, and I just couldn't. And so I figured, you know what, this week I want to just keep picking the songs because I want to really get to those artists that I kind of had to skip over for my birthday. So this was one of them. You know, I know that I have quite a few subscribers who really enjoy the Deer Hunter, and I know I have at least one or two who specifically say that this is like their favorite band. So I was like, okay, I definitely got to treat these people right. I got to get to their favorite band. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're listening to this. So this is again In Cauda Venenum. Damn, I'm sure I keep butchering that, and it's the Deer Hunter. So here we go. Let's listen to it.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to cut off that abruptly? I don't know. But hey, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, like, I definitely don't mean this as an insult. So hopefully, like, I mean, yeah, don't take it as an insult. But, you know, this really reminded me of, like, like an anime opening song, just because the energy behind it was just so, like, oh, this is like, I'm about to watch, like, an episode of, like, an action anime, you know? It just felt so energetic, and like I feel like the music here really communicated a few things well. I feel like it really communicated stakes, you know, like it felt like there was something at stake here in this song. I don't know. I think just again the energy behind it, the way it was sung, everything was just like, man, there's some sort of story going on, and there's real stakes to the story. And again, with the energy, it's like, okay, there's also action happening here. So again, that's why I compare it to like an anime opening. It was just very energetic, and the song is sort of communicating these stakes. And that there's going to be action involved, and I thought it was great. So kind of threw me for a loop there towards the end, where it was like all this energy kind of died down, and you got this sort of slow, sort of listing way to end the song. But again, I enjoyed it a whole lot. So anyway, let's break it down like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So looks like there's a little bit of information here. I'll go ahead and read it. It says, with the second track off of Act 3, we are thrown right into the Great War, possibly World War I, with Hunter. As we venture into the fray with Hunter, we can hear his musings about his position on the war, his training, and lastly, misleading. So I know in the last song I heard from them, it was Mystery, like mystery, and now misleading. Okay. The title, In Cauda Venenum, is a phrase that came I guess from Latin, meaning the poison is in the tail. Okay, the phrase can be used for an account that proceeds gently but turns vicious towards the end, or more generally waits till the end to reveal an intention or statement that is undesirable in the listener's ears, or the worst is yet to come. Okay, the song's opening riff is taken from the opening riff of City Escape. I've heard City Escape. Okay, like no bullshit. I knew I recognized the beginning. I was like, okay, the beginning sounds very familiar. I've heard this beginning somewhere, and it was from City Escape, because that's the other song I listened to. I've reviewed from them. However, reversed, oh shit, beats me. In Casey's words, I can tell you the geek reasoning behind reversing it too. In City Escape, thematically, the song is set in a frantic but in your element world. For In Cauda, I wanted it to be frantic and out of your element. Oh, which is why it's a bit more spastic, less constant, and a pseudo-reversal of the City Escape riff. That is the super nerd reasoning behind it. I sound really dumb. Nah, that's good enough reason for me. And then, of course, they included a nice picture of World War I. I don't know enough about this band to know if they would write about World War I, or perhaps what the war is, the Great War is for them in this sort of context of the story that they're telling, if there's a bigger story. But you know, let's take a look at those lyrics. We're biting our tongues, biding our time. An apparition awoken with an urge to own and occupy whoever said this was easy. A majesty's massacre floods the fields of red. Blood to your body naturally rushes, the blood to your head, to your head. And now with our hands in line, these arms move tonight. And we cry, woe, we cannot allow this. This is terrible. With ideals, we're idle as they lust for more. Woe, if we settle the score. We've never been so excited to see you before. Interesting. In the cradle, we are helpless, but on our feet, we are fatal. Ooh, how we evolve and grow into twisted beasts with a desire for disorder. Oh, what a terrible, terrible game we play, replacing a pawn for a body and the players. Politicians who say what they need to say. Now with hands aligned, arms move tonight, here with a brace of eyes, pain in plain sight. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Oh, what a terrible, terrible game we play, replacing a pawn for a body. So like, basically like we're playing chess, but the chess is with real people and real stakes, you know, and the players are politicians who say what they need to say. So like, I knew that line was like really cool. I just couldn't like, it didn't click at first, but now that I take a step back, I'm like, okay, that's a really cool line. That's a really cool way to put it. I love that. Now with hands aligned, arms move tonight, here with a brace of eyes, pain in plain sight. And we cry, woe, we cannot allow this. This is terrible. With ideals, we're idle as they lust for more. So it's like, yeah, we cry out against war, but we really don't have much we can do about it, is what it sounds like here. Well, when we settle the score, we've never been so excited to see you be. Oh, when I think about your eyes. Oh, when I think about your smile. Oh, when I dream about your lies. traveled all this way just to find love. Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what the song is about. So, like, literally, without this explanation here that I read first, I would have literally no idea what it's about. And I'm not even still sure that this is about what they said in that little explanation there. So, no idea. I mean, the one really clue to me, well, there's a few clues, you know, the blood, the massacre, floods, and then that one line that I said was really cool. I mean, again, I don't know much about this band. If you know, World War I is a topic that they would talk about, but if it is, I'm glad they did, because I feel like World War I is one of those wars that gets super overlooked, you know. And to be fair, I mean, what came after it was so much worse. But you know, World War I was brutal. I mean, you read the stories of World War I, and it's absolutely just brutal. It was like war had changed forever, basically. You know, with the invention of like the machine gun and this trench warfare and everything. I mean, it was just, you know, it was no longer guys with long muskets walking at each other in a line. You know, now it was, there were so many more tactics involved, and like the weapons were so much easier to kill with. And yeah, I think World War I was considered the war to end all wars. It was like there will never be a war bigger than this. And you know, of course, that ended up not being true. So I think World War I gets so overshadowed by World War II. But it was, you know, and fair enough. I mean, again, World War II was super tragic, such a dark time in human history. But like World War I, you can't forget, was pretty fucking bad. So yeah, I mean, if that's the topic they're going for, I love it. There were some cool lines in here. So lyrically, 2 big thumbs up for sure. As far as the instrumentation goes and the vocals, I loved his singing style. You know, I didn't know he had that sort of heavy edge to his voice, but I liked it a lot. You know, it really, I think, complemented the music well, especially with the energy behind the music, but also feel like it contrasted, because the energy behind the music still felt kind of just upbeat in a sense, whereas that sort of more growly, like rock, you know, hard rock style vocals, I think was a nice contrast. A few of the instruments that I really picked up throughout the song were the drums. Actually, the drums, I think, to me, are part of what provided such a really nice energy to the song. And then the bass really stood out to me a couple of times, and I was like, ooh, that's real groovy. I like that a lot. So and then I don't know if those are like horns that I was hearing or what, but like they just have like all you know, it seems like they're really good about having a ton of sounds happening at once, but it really keeps a consistent energy, and yeah, it's just fun to listen to. So instrumentally, vocally, 2 big thumbs up there as well. And then as far as replay value goes, yeah, you know, I think this one can go on the playlist. Like I said, I really loved the energy behind it. It almost made me want to get up and move, like go for a run or something. It was just the energy was great, and again, I think both the instrumentation and even the lyricism and the vocals really, I think, communicated that there's something at stake in this song. There's some sort of meaning behind it that it, you know, I'm surely not smart enough to understand, but I'm sure some people can really appreciate that. So 2 thumbs up across the board. Really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for whoever requested it. As always, if you would like to make a request as well, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, you know, definitely go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can find this song and, you know, one other, the Deer Hunter song, is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below and has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. And of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, you know, like and subscribe and comment. All right, well, that's it for me. You know, once I figure out what song I want to listen to next, I'll be sure to let you know. But until then, I'll see y'all. Bye.